I am filming in my new place. I'm so excited. And of course, you can see the decorations. It's the holiday season. La, 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 la. Okay, well, I'm going to show you a few thumbnails here, everywhere, and then let me know what stands out. Okay, what did you notice? Type in the comments below and then I will let you know what definitely are the words that just stood out, because I'm showing you these thumbnails on purpose. Yes, the words anti-aging or anti-aging. When you listen to the words anti-aging and you're older, like 50s, 60s, 70s, or maybe even in your 40s, do you feel offended? Do you feel defensive? Are you angry? Do you feel threatened? Come to think of it, the word anti or anti means opposite, opposing, against, like antibiotic, antifungal, anti-hero, right? So today we're talking about why anti-aging is causing a lot of women, or maybe even men, to start panicking, and why everyone is starting to look for products or maybe beauty techniques or skincare techniques that will prevent them from aging. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, first of all, thank you for finding me. I'm so glad you found me. My name is Jackie D, and my goal is to help you find your best version. Not just better, but best. Whether it's through skincare, beauty, fashion, hairstyle, makeup, anything that helps build your self-esteem. Any part of you from which you get some inspiration to feel good. I'm your rah-rah girl, and I'm here to cheer you on. The reason why I have been talking about aging or pro-aging lately is because every time I go on YouTube or online, on Instagram, on TikTok, you see all of these posts about, oh, this is the new glass skin whatever moisturizer, ways to remove your wrinkles, or this is how you can look younger. So many things that make you ask yourself, why am I even fighting the years? Why am I trying to look younger? Aging is something that's going to happen to all of us, whether we like it or not. Aging is something we cannot prevent. And I'm going to show you a photo of this gentleman here who's apparently spent hundreds of thousands of dollars just to look young. I mean, what message are we giving, especially to the young ones, that it's not okay to look old? I like talking about skincare products. I like talking about how castor oil can really help us prevent our wrinkles from becoming worse. But it's not because we want to fight aging. It's because we want to just preserve whatever skin we have right now, because we want to feel good. We want to feel confident. And that's why it's always important that when we're trying these new things, on our faces especially, is that we always remember that it is okay to grow old. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm not against people who want to look young, or to those who do things on their faces so that they can look young, because it's all about preference. Whatever makes you happy, right? What I'm trying to say is that if we're trying to change our faces because we want to fight the aging process and look different, then what's going to happen when one day these products or these technology advancements can no longer fix our wrinkles or our blemishes? What's going to happen when no product will work? Are we going to feel bad? Are we going to feel that we're not good enough? Because the bottom line is, we want to keep our self-esteem high, regardless of age. We see so many girls that are very young but are already so worried about looking old that they have fillers or they go through surgeries and they're too young. Let's wait until we're 50s or 60s to say that maybe I want to do something about myself. But when you're in your 20s or 30s, don't even worry about aging. And you got a lot of good things coming in your life. I'm 63 years old. I'm past half a century. And I can tell you that at this stage, I'm happy where I am. And I'm proud to be where I am. You know, our goal is to be healthy, not even thin. We want to be healthy. We want to be able to do things we used to do without having to worry that we might break a bone, or that our sugar will spike, or that we're going to get sick. Our goal is to try to be healthy every step of the way. Now, going back to anti-aging and self-esteem, there is a relationship between these two, because when you keep seeing products or posts about anti-aging, what does that actually tell you? It's telling you that, hey, you're too old. You got to start looking younger. No, this is my age. I'm moving on, and I'm going to discover what things I can do with my age. You've had years of experience, and at our age, we have a lot of years to share. At our age, we have a lot of stories. We have a lot of lessons that we learn from, and that's why I'm proud to be my age. So let's look at social media, because we are all on social media regardless of age, and I know that my audience from YouTube, for example, are in that bracket, 50s and older, 50s and up. And I do have followers who are younger than 50. And I'm so happy to see my demographics that spreads across different ages, because I think that with my story, I can also relate and assure you that you shouldn't be afraid to get old. When we see social media, what do we see on the posts, right? Products that the dermatologists say will make you look younger. Products that will erase your wrinkles. Products that will lift your jowls or erase your turkey neck. I mean, I am just as excited because I'm like, wow, I look good. I look beautiful. I look young. And that's normal. We want to feel good about ourselves. As long as we leave it there and we don't start feeling bad because we're looking older. Right? This is my dog. This is Gizmo. He's 7 years old and he's older, but he doesn't really care, right? He's not worried that he's older. So if we can maybe think like dogs, then we probably are not going to worry about looking old, right? Because he's older, but he's still just as lovable. So if you're an older woman like me and you see posts that say, okay, you want to look younger, do this, do that, it's okay. Close your eyes and just remember that we are lucky to be here. Keep your self-esteem high and don't worry if you have more wrinkles than other women do. It's fine. Maybe you were laughing more through the years. Maybe you were smiling a lot when you were younger. Every wrinkle, as I say, has a story. Don't ever think that a wrinkle makes you less attractive. Even your jowls. Even your turkey neck. By the way, because we love moisturizers, because we just want to keep our moisture, right? We just want to keep our skin hydrated. We just want to not have flaky, crusty, dry skin. Don't forget, when you're putting moisturizer on your face, you always have to put on your neck so that it's the same. It's the same, right? You can't have a neck that's looking 50 years older than your face. I mean, I'm 63, and I hope that my neck looks 63 at least, right? So just balancing it, right? The age of social media has really created a lot of anxiety, especially among women. Because sometimes, especially on Instagram, I think Instagram is really a huge culprit when it comes to causing a lot of poor self-worth. Because sometimes you just post photos. Like on YouTube, you have to start talking, right? You have to have some content. You have to be informative. You have to share something, teach something, entertain. But on Instagram, you can just post a photo or your body. And we all know that a lot of these photos could be photoshopped or adjusted, or, tweaked so you look better. And these photos feed the eyes. And whatever your eyes see in a few seconds, and I believe 47 seconds, your brain starts to interpret what your eyes see. So if your eyes now see, oh, she's so pretty, and then you see all the likes and all the comments that she's so pretty, you now begin to see that that's the standard of pretty. And then you start comparing yourself. So if you're young and you're still very active on Instagram, don't ever let that affect your self-esteem. Plus, there are many posts on Instagram that have really valuable messages. If you see a beautiful face or a beautiful body or whatever, read the caption. Because the caption might be telling a story. Maybe that person went through so much struggle or battled an illness, an addiction, and is now feeling really proud of herself. So read the caption, because that's when you stay inspired. You see the inner strength of that person. You see beauty from within. And then you understand why they made that post. I would call it responsible social media browsing. That once you sit and start going through those posts, you gotta remind yourself that these are posts of other people, that they have stories to share, and they're not in any way telling you that you're not good enough. There's such a phrase as cultural ageism. That means that you're seeing a lot of products, even clothes or things that promote youth. Things that are telling you, hey, if you're older, you should dress this way. Hey, if you're older, you should speak this way. Hey, if you're older, you should use this on your body. So now you're beginning to think that, okay, so I'm older, so I belong to this demographic. And so I am not as worthy? Should I be afraid of getting old? Should I already warn myself that, hey, if you step into the 60s, you got to be ready because it's not going to be as good. You're not going to be as good. Beware. It's not something to be afraid of. I would say it's something to look forward to. Like, I'm 63. In 7 years, I'll be 70. But I hope I'll be doing YouTube still. And maybe my content will be different, right? Because then I'll be older. So it's not something to be afraid of. So these products, when you look at the products, don't think that it's because you are not good enough. And that's why you have to fix yourself. There's no fixing when you're aging. There's enjoying when you're aging. Unrealistic expectations. It's social media. It has such an influence on ourselves. Back in my time, we had the radio, we had the newspaper, and we had magazines. And of course, the more expensive literature, which would be books. Now, everything is free on Google, on Instagram, on social media, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and the new one, which is Blue Sky. All the information is available at our fingertips, right? And so when we see people say like, okay, when you put this on your eye bags, they're going to disappear. And that's true. There are these products like Peter Thomas Roth, which I actually got. And I tried. Yes, they lessened my wrinkles, but it is very temporary. In a few hours, they'll be gone. Tomorrow, I'll see my wrinkles, right? These are expectations that lift our morale for just a little bit. But then afterwards, what happens? Maybe our morale is lower than it was before because we see the difference from not having eye bags to having eye bags. And the real thing is we have eye bags. We're older. So it's expected that we're not going to look as vibrant as when we were like 18. Our skin was, of course, thicker and tighter. Again, it's age. And these things we cannot avoid. As they say, when it's too good to be true, it's probably not real. Even castor oil, which I talk a lot about. Not everybody sees the benefits of castor oil. And I've been using castor oil for so long, and I've taken a break because I think I like what I'm seeing. And for me, I've tested it, and I was able to share the effects of castor oil. And so many women are loving the effects of castor oil. That's my goal. If you feel good about it, by all means, do it. I'm here to share information, to share my story, and if it helps you, oh my gosh, I am just as happy. But there are also many women who shared that nothing really happened when they put castor oil. So see, unrealistic expectations, it's just causing a lot of frustration. And we don't want that. May as well just continue doing what we're doing, right? Rather than test something and then everyone's so excited about it and we're not really experiencing the results that everyone is experiencing. And it's frustrating, right? And it's because we're comparing ourselves with others. That's the biggest problem we see in society right now, when we start to compare ourselves with others. Because then really, is it their standards now that we are trying to live by? How about our own standards? How about our own goals? How about our own expectations of ourselves? The idea of anti-aging can create a sense of competition between older women and younger women. When we try to compete with younger women, sometimes we're not even looking at our qualities or what we know or our experience or what we can do, our skills. The first obvious thing that we compete with is how we look. We have to always be aware that, hey, we're older, we're 30 years older, so we're not going to look like these younger girls. Remember, we were young too. So that's what I always tell myself. I was young too. If I see someone who's like looking so awesome, like healthy, glowing, beautiful hair, glossy hair, because I have dry hair, and I see and I go like, oh, I was there too. I was there too. Just as she will also be here one day, right? She will be old too. So think about that, and it's funny, but yeah, I was there too. You'll be here too. So it's all in our own time. Things happen in our own time. So don't worry that you're approaching 70, you're approaching 60, or you're approaching 50. Don't even worry about it, because every year is different, and every year has a promise for you. Personally, I don't like the words anti-aging because it makes aging like an anti-hero. It makes aging feel like it's a villain in a story, in a fantasy world, like it's the Wicked Witch. Have you seen Wicked? I want to watch that movie. But yes, call it pro-aging because it's something we embrace. So you and I, so if you're older, that's fine. Let's play lawn bowling together, right? Let's play cards together. Let's play bingo together. They say that when you're older, your age is no longer on the bingo calendar. That's correct. Maybe there will be another calendar for us who are older, right? Life is too short to start worrying about our age every single day. There are so many things we can do to enjoy every single day. Like we can go to the park, we can hike, we can climb, we can eat donuts. Here I am again with my love for donuts. I love donuts. We can eat, we can treat ourselves, we can visit our families, we can play cards, play board games at home, watch movies, enjoy family time. And this time, you're enjoying it from a different perspective, from an older mind, but a more positive mindset. I hope you're finding this episode helpful. I hope you're liking it. And if you do, don't forget to hit the like button. It's free to like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, come subscribe to my channel. I post content that I feel is valuable, that I feel lifts our morale. Because nowadays, we gotta help one another. We gotta support one another, especially because social media can be very judgmental. And don't forget to follow me on my other social media platforms. Talking about social media, I have my Instagram at @TheRealD, my TikTok at @TheRealD, and my Facebook page, Building Self-Esteem on Social Media. Yes, that's my goal. I want us all to keep building our self-esteem, because when everything else is lost, that's what we have left within us. Let's protect that together. There you go. I hope that after this episode, you'll have a different perspective when you see the word aging. And when you see the word anti-aging, remember, aging is not a villain. And you, my friend, if you're older, that doesn't mean you're not good enough. If you're younger, that doesn't mean you should be afraid of getting old, because we, in our 60s, are happy where we are. Take care of yourself. Thank you for watching. I enjoyed filming this episode, which is not about skincare products, but it's definitely about something that's very close to my heart. It's about feeling good about yourself. Take care. Once again, thanks for watching. Bye for now.